Alright guys, it's Sunday and I'm pretty bleak right now as far as whether I'm going to make it to Vegas in this car because I snapped the intake manifold stud the other night. The torque wrench wasn't clicking at 29 foot-pounds and I just kept turning like an idiot and it snapped. At first when I heard it I was like, oh crap, did I break the head? Did I break the manifold? But I just broke the stud. Let me show you guys. There are two studs that go at the top, one here and one over here. That's the one I was tightening. Here's the stud. It's in pretty bad shape because I had to put a vice grip on here to try to get it off. So when I put the intake manifold on the first time, I was fully intent on taking it off again and cleaning up the manifold and painting it. But after getting it on there, I was like, this is so much work, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna clean it up, it'll be fine. But the fact that it broke, I went ahead and then took it off and I cleaned it off, painted it. I'm gonna spend all day today just working on it and see how far we get. And really, that's it. You know, that's really it. Now I couldn't find any studs to replace it with, so I went and brought the bolt to AutoZone and got some bolts. There's no reason why I can't just use a bolt in its place. So these bolts actually, they're for a GM, but luckily for me, they are 8 by 1.25 and they're like the perfect length. That's pretty crazy. I am gonna order the right studs. The 1JZ does not use the same studs as the 7M. I already checked. It does not use the same ones as the 2JZ. I already checked on that as well. I have to order it from Nenjun. I think it's Nenjun in Japan. They charge about like $3 for it, but it's like $21 for shipping. So I'm gonna order probably like 3 or 4 just to have extra. You know, you never know if I could use them again. Now with everything out, it actually did help me in routing the fuel damper. So those 2 holes that it's on right now is where it's supposed to be, but the engine bracket wasn't there on a stock 1JZ. There's 2 holes to the left that are used for the stock location. They moved it over for the Mark III. Alright guys, I've been pretty much just working, haven't been recording. I got the intake in, got everything buttoned up, all the bolts tightened down, not over tightened. Got most of the hoses, couple connectors underneath that I need to connect. I'm trying to figure out the last couple vacuum wires and whether or not I should keep or delete these 2 things. The next thing I need to do right now is I'm gonna go ahead and cut the radiator support. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this and it should fit. It wasn't coming up high enough and it's just too squeezed over here and it can't be at an angle, it needs to be up straight. Alright, so I did mark it to kind of just come up and then go over just to increase this. And it's gonna be a little bit thinner. Is pretty like straight. I could probably go through with some regular sandpaper or a file. Up here, this lip right here in the top corner, it just doesn't come over here, so that's why it kind of looks like it just, like I probably should just cut this off. But I'm gonna leave this leave it right now. So this is pretty smooth. I'll probably go through here with, like I said, like file, or actually I'm gonna go through here with the Dremel first. Smooth it out a little bit, and then sand it, make sure it's not sharp or anything. Say it looks good. Oh man. The issue is they're coming out lower than I have it. Even if I push them all the way up, I think it's meant to be a little bit lower. I do need to lower the intercooler at least a few inches in order for that to fit. I'm gonna mess with it a little bit, kind of off camera, and just see what I come up with. I also started doing some wiring. I'm not sure if you guys can see this green wiring over here. Wired up the alternator, and that's really all I did, but I got a bunch of wiring. So wiring is pretty much next. Obviously the first part is I wanna get the engine running. Then I wanna tackle making sure like all the electronics work in the car as well. But yeah, just a little bit of progress today, mainly the intercooler. A little bit of wiring, cleaning up a lot of little things after getting the manifold back in there, like the lines, vacuum, all this stuff that is just tedious and small. But yeah, I think I'm done for today. I'm just gonna clean up a little bit around here, and I'll work on some more stuff tomorrow. Alright guys, so it has been a few days, and you probably already know by now, but I did not make it to Vegas. Things just didn't work out. They were stacking up against me with the build. First the oil pan, then the intake, and I was just spending too much time doing things that probably not the best order. Let's just say that. I was going to just say, you know what, let's go in the 2020 Supra and just go there, get some good footage, have some fun, enjoy the dry weather. But some mistakes with the hotel, just tiredness from working on this pretty much non-stop over the last few weeks. I was like, you know what, I don't really need to go. I'd rather take the time to work on this because I had already requested the days off from work. And I was like, you know, I'd rather just take my time, work on this car, and get it right, do it the right way. So I've been working on stuff over the course of the week. Haven't really been filming a lot, but I've been taking it slow. Spending a lot of time looking at the wiring instead of having to kind of jerry-rig stuff. But right now, I do kind of have it jerry-rigged with the wiring just because I want to see it run. So far, I've wired into the car the new alternator plug plus the alternator power cable. I've got wires running to the ECU right now, just like I said, kind of janky, but going to the right places. And I had the starter hooked up as well. Got oil in the car, got some water in the radiator. I had to take off the intercooler pipe coming off of the turbo because it's hitting the lower radiator hose. It's a CX Racing intercooler, and on their website they actually have it mounted a little higher. I think they're going above the plastic. So I didn't think about that at first. I was going underneath the plastic, but I think they are going up above the plastic, so I may need to cut into that. But yeah, let's give it a shot. Let's see how it goes. First things first, some safety. Just in case. So I'm real nervous about just plugging in the battery because some of these things, I think the ECU will get power right away if I have it wired up correctly. First try. The fuel pump's hitting. Fuel though. Let me try something. Alright.
It's something would be driven, right?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Did I take out this? Check now, okay, ready? You started recording real quick.
Don't start it until I get back over here.
Why are you scared of?
Because he got the fire extinguisher out and I'm scared. Press down on anything or just turn the key?
You have to press the clutch on, yeah. Let me know when you have the clutch pressed in. It's kind of far back, so you won't be able to reach it. Okay.
Yeah, golly, can I move the seat up?
No, you can't. Just lean over.
Okay, the clutch is in.
Crank it. Stop. Alright, third try. This time I have a wire going directly to the fuel pump, and I just want to test to see if there's no other issues besides not able to get fuel. So I need to figure out why it's not getting fuel. Like the Mark III fuel system is kind of like multifaceted, so I really need to trace that back, but I just want to see that there's no other issues anywhere else. So that's why I want to go ahead and just jump the fuel pump and try to get it started. Go ahead and crank it.
Here we go. You did something different that time. What happened?
It's trying to fire up now. Turn the key off. Watch out for those things over there again. Are those things still in the glove box?
Yeah. I mean, as far as I can tell, I don't have my phone or anything.
Hold on, is it on number 2? Turn it back. And turn it to the second one, the ignition on.
Yeah.
Okay. What?
What?
What? Oh! No wonder! What did these spell out? Hold on a second.
You want me to turn the car off?
Turn the car on. Hold on, 2 of these fell out. Turn off, turn off, turn off.
How long have they been out?
Probably the whole time. We could have been in there before we fixed the fuel pump issue. But I don't know when it came out. Okay, that one's... Lights on?
Yep.
Crank it. Wait. Crank it, crank it.
Hold on. Cranking.
Well, I got open downpipe right now.
Better neighbors are pissed.
It's Friday night. Do it again.
Ready?
Yeah. Please walk. Alright guys, as you can see, it's running a little bit rough, but I'm more than certain it's nothing mechanical, and it's either to do with the wiring or maybe even the plumbing. Within this video and the last 2 videos, I just had a really tough goal of getting this done all within basically 2.5 weeks, and that's really crazy, but no regrets that I wasn't able to meet that goal, because it kind of lit a fire under me to be able to work harder on this project and more focused on this project than I ever have been before. But be able to have a goal, whether or not you meet that goal, just being able to work towards that goal, you make progress in your life. That's how I feel. To be able to have made that progress and to get to this point where the car is running is amazing. It's just an amazing thing. The car is like not in anywhere of a drivable state. You can see that I slowed down, but we're still working on it. I do want to do like a full-on like drive with this once I get it running right. So I'll show you guys what I did with the wiring, show you guys a full drive on it, and then I have some really good ideas for the future for this car. If you guys are happy that it's swapped, if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button down below. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.